Hello. We are together giving thanks to the Lord because the Lord is helping us out to live a better life with Christ. And today we're going to talk about some projects that we've been working. And we have been very successful due the virtual kind of training that is in the market, right, in HTTP semicolon backslash www dot evolve dot elsevier, right, dot com. And we see a very happy future for everybody, especially for all the people who went into the highest education all over the world. And it's going to be something really nice as we find volunteers can come over and help us out, right? Our group of people are working mainly because we had this problem in the past. We had this problem in the past that we were looking for to continue our education, and it was really hard because the documentation that we have, it was from far away. And still, the problem that we had is that we had to do all over again. And those kind of trainings are not something you can go and sit down and think that you can redo it, right? Although you have a background of experience that you can do it, right? In my lifetime, I have done the same thing 3 times. And I believe it's hitting my head against the wall because the money is there, wasted, right? And we are working hard, and we are people looking for better our lives, not to spend our money with titles and ideas and with people who do not put their minds together, right? And so we have our best interest to present that we have designed the theology class, right? It's going to be the basic studies, undergraduate, right? Normal. It can be science, it can be physics, it can be social, it can be for teachers, it can be any kind, as long as it's 2 full years, right, of undergraduate. We are not interested in to know what it was, what it is, because that's the gift the Holy Spirit gave you, that you can be providing your expertise along with all your talents and along with everything you have, along with everything you have already experienced and learned, and all the things that made you hope and dream and have those high expectations that you have. And we have 2 years, right? One semester, the third semester, and the first two, right? It's going to be everything related with the Old Testament, and there's going to be the New Testament for the third. And the fourth is going to be training on radio, training on videos, training on preaching, training on singing and marketing, right? Your speeches, your preachings, your songs, your compositions, your poems, your movies, your videos, expeditions, your trips around missionary groups, and everything you want to work on, right? Languages, everything you do is going to be applied on the fourth semester. After, on the fourth semester, right? So that's going to be really, really nice, something people will enjoy, right? And everybody, I'm very sure that all the people who are willing to go out to make an effort to bring the peace of this world and to insist that people have to to the school, insist that people have to have the training, and insist that people have to go out and learn something and gather together with the crowd in order they can feel what it is to be human, right? to learn, to learn about themselves, to have to challenge themselves, to see how much they can learn, how much they can do. And the beauty of all is to get to know yourself, right? Your feelings, your fears, um, your needs, and all that stuff. And when you know that something is not right, then you can ask yourself, how come is that I'm feeling this way? It might be something over there that is not right, right? But as you gather around with people and as you go in with the crowd and learn as much as you can, you will see the inner being that you have around there is gonna be mold, it's gonna be changed, and then eventually you're gonna be happy, different, and you're gonna be uh, somebody worth it to have around. Um, we have gathered together also the music composers, right? It's gonna be the same undergraduated. It doesn't matter which background. It can be social. It can be science. It can be engineering. It can be chemical. It doesn't matter as long as you have done that. Because a lot of people, when they go into music composition, they become perfume makers and they have aromatherapies and they just fix and mix everything and it just get glamorous, right? So that doesn't make any difference. So just right there, we have put that together because we believe that it can be an asset for the music composition, right? And it can be from the classic point of view, it can be from the band point of view, or solo. It doesn't matter, instrument, right? It can be singer, right? People who have sang for a long time, they can just have a test and just get placed in where you belong, and that won't be any problem at all. Um, we also have the 2 year of background undergraduated, right, and video maker and movie maker, right, and also the law, right, as a lawyer. We have the engineering, and we have the medicine, and those three are in also. Um, we are expecting to have two visitors, right, which will explain. It's because what it happened is that you have 2 years undergraduated, right? And you have to just finish 2 more years, right, in order to finish your degree in uh, bachelor degree in law, bachelor degree in medicine, bachelor degree in engineering, right? And also, we won't have any problems drawing that all of the people who work on the bachelor degree, they have, if they're interested in complete their degrees as a medical surgeons and things like those, belongs, all the classes are actually the same classes that are taken in the highest levels. It's the same microbiology, it's the same histology, it's the same cytology, it's the same anatomy, with the difference that the people in the very high level going into the professional side, people go and dissect the human body, right? Since we all work towards be missioners, right, and preachers, ministers, most of the people will have conscious in what is going on. And I'm very sure that there's not going to be a lot of people applying to the programs, but the requirement is that you preach, that you are a minister, and that you are missioner for some sort of disciplines. And we are a group of people with the happiness that the Jesus Christ, as he ascended, he sent the Holy Spirit after the fifth day. That's what we have been learning, right? Going into Israel, we learn, right? what happened. But we have to give thanks to Constantino who put all the Bibles, all the books, because Bible means library, means a group of books, right? It is really good, right? If somebody can come over and give me just one good library with everything that will make me rich and happy and to be able to make miracles and all this stuff, I'll be very glad, right? But that's what he did, and that's something really powerful, right? Because we've been talking in regards of that back in those days when people were trying to conquer the human mind, the humankind, in order to put order and to create a great civilization. The people in command were having a lot of betrayals. They were killing each other. There was a lot of conspiracy, right? And it was really bad. It was cruel. There was no safety. Nobody's life was secure. That the next day will be seeing the bright light, right? So just right there, we have Constantino who went to send and brought all these holy scriptures, and he translated as much as was possible, right? Whatever they found, all the scriptures who talk about hope, faith, love, teamwork, about loving the Lord, especially because that's what it was required, right? About togetherness, about making trips to find others and make gathering with others far away, right? And all those things were really interesting because we never know when something can come up like a natural disaster and just wipe one town and one that happens all the time everywhere, right? Um, and so I was in a town that it was closed because something happened around there, and today nobody lives around there, and it's really amazing, right? And the name of that place is just one little line of street, just right beside the road, and it's just really amazing that there is nothing left. And we have found something. I've been working with some classes, right, in order to bring up and wrap up with that degree, right? That all these classes are going to be taken from Elsevier evolve.com, http double semicolon backslash backslash www dot Elsevier ELSIVIER dot evolve EVOLVE.com, and we can be able to find classes such as the anatomy for the first semester, anatomy, histology, and biochemistry. And we're going to have embryology and physiology. That's for the first year. I'm going to have statistics, medical statistics, and there's going to be a tour to the hospital to visit the people who works with the surgical instruments, the sterilization, and that's going to be work study for them. They're going to be placed as the work study on sterilization, and they're going to be placed as work study even though in autopsies department, right? Autopsies and surgical. So for the second year, we have the microbiology, have the immunology, molecular biology, and visits to the hospital. For the third year, we're going to have pharmacology, pharmacy. We're going to have routines around the surgical rooms, And we're gonna have emergency and pathology. And we're gonna have on um, on the fourth year, we're gonna go into anesthesiology, um, MRI scan, CAT scan, um, basic surgery, surgical technologist on the 4 year, and we're gonna have all the specialties available that we can get into, such as gynecology, obstetrics. Um, we're gonna have to go to the mental ill. We're gonna have to make visits to the jail. We're gonna have to make tours to learn history of medicine. Maybe we can make a trip to France. And we're gonna have the legal side of medicine, right? There's gonna be like internal medicine also. Internal medicine is gonna be 5 different specialties, right? Most of the people who are helping us out are already retired doctors. Those people are very well experienced, serious people, and responsible. And we believe it's going to be a great experience for all of us, right? We don't expect to have more than 3 or 4 doctors on their training because really the um, pastors, they go into the hands of the Lord and they put this call in the hands of the Lord for them to decide if they want to become surgeons at the same time, right? But we're going to do that because it belongs to the Holy Spirit gifts, right? And then they can, whether they can get hired right after the 5th year of training, or they can go into the volunteer work to do their work. Because remember that we're telling you that is everything is under the Lord's wing, right? It is something that we expect to help the community. And as we go to another countries, we also do something about the people of the Lord, ladies who want to succeed, and so they can work wherever they're at, and we can see right how they do. There's gonna be instances in where people have already come into the country and they have a really great amount of classes, right? And they don't have to do them all over again, right? They It's just that it's a wasted money because it's really the same thing. But anyways, and they can go into the all the rounds needed, right? The classes and the books for this kind of strategies, for this kind of classes, for this kind of disciplines, I already stated, right? I already stated. And really, Mr. Elsevier Evolve has an excellent virtual training where people can see, where people can, and everything is in motion, right? You see the insertions, the origins of muscles, right? From the bone to bone, just right. And also, this is a great thing for us that the body moves around where everything belongs, and that's what it makes it so special, right? And we're very happy that all these things are there because as people like me already went to make dissections into the human body, right? We have the cadaver, the dead man. And so we already went, I went 1 full year and dissection, right? Which means that I already know and I am very well experienced in regards of human tissues and bones and especially the brain, right? Um, so they have their special names. For all the people who are interested in going to the medical field, they are very welcome to see, right? We're gonna be posting, right? The most important things is that your degree is recognized right, everywhere you go, and by doing this, makes you knowledgeable, right, and able to teach others and to help people, right? Because really a lot of people don't need to be have their body open, right? They need to change their lifestyle, they need to change their diets, they need to change perhaps the jobs, they need to perhaps change their homes. A lot of people live and have lived in the same place for maybe 20, 30 years, right? And they are victimized by social crimes, right? And that's how they end up ill. That's how they end up with illness. And there is really no medication will help you out or help them out other than if they don't get out from there in order to feel better, in order to to um to be and to look better, right? And so these things are very Christian side, right? And wing that we would like to help people and help them out and work with as we have our offices, right? And as working in a Christian environment, we believe that it can be an asset for humankind, right? It can be a difference, right? It can be like a home business also. We advise every single body that if they are working, whether if it's with the federal government or some social organizations or with a private institution, so they can have their business at home. So that way you have the opportunity to help others around the neighborhood, right? And so by seeing you as an example, so they can perhaps be or get the motivation to be different, right? So let us just wrap right there and let us join all the people from this world who pray that the gifts of the Holy Spirit can be developed all the time and the children of the Lord can be gifted and well known and they can be discovered so they can challenge so they can compete, right? So they can be able to help the people in need when they don't have strength, when they don't have when they're ill, when they don't know what to do, and also when they are victims of crime, right? The Lord bless us all in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and let us keep on talking. The Lord bless.